Good morning, everyone. Coffee.
Get your coffee. So
What do
what's on
you
your
do
mind today,
without
brother?
a morning coffee? What would you do without your morning coffee?
That is where I would stop responding and I would start reacting. I would turn into a cranky old man.
Values are going out the door, huh?
Yes, yes. It's
You
funny.
know how
This
to
I
break
don't
Gary.
consider myself addicted to anything really, but coffee I am, in the sense that when I swear I cannot drink it, but I will get a headache and
Yeah.
I get tired and irritable. Like people want me to do things. I'm like, no, no, I don't want to do. No, screw you. You do it. I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Give me coffee.
I don't. I don't. I don't get tired without my coffee. I'm one of those few people that can drink a double espresso to go to bed with.
Mm-mm.
I love my coffee. I don't ever drink regular coffee. I drink I drink Death Wish espresso roast coffee pods, and I brew it as espresso on top of it. You're supposed to actually use those espresso roast pods to brew an 8 ounce cup. I just rebrew an espresso roast out of it. I do a double espresso. I do two different pods
Ah,
for
okay.
my coffee every time. I have a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of almond cream, a little drip in. But yeah, I'll take that to bed with me. But if I don't have that coffee, at least in the morning, when I start to actually attempt to start moving, yeah, I would not have a good day.
All right.
Not at all. It's kind of like those first steps in working on a man in general, right?
Okay.
You gotta have the foundation. My coffee is my
Yeah.
foundation. It's that
Okay.
beginning process.
The only problem with that is coffee is a drug. I mean, caffeine is a drug. And I'm not one of those people. I love
That
my
is
coffee. I have a
true.
whole
That
fat
is
cup of it
true.
right here. So I'm not one of those people. But sorry.
That is true.
What was I getting at? But I do. I like your analogy though. The foundation. That's where it
Yeah.
starts. Um, so
It's
I've told people before in other groups that I am a sleep king, in the sense that I strive for my 8 hours, 7 to 8 hours. My bedroom is set at 68 degrees. Um, in the winter, I have my electric blankets on, and they are set to 71 degrees. Um, like I am in the perfect environment for sleep, so I do not drink caffeine after this breakfast. That's it.
see, I'm the
This fires me up
opposite.
through the day, and that's it. Occasionally, like on a Sunday, like at the church, I might have another one, but for the most part, for sure, after 12 noon, there's no more coffee or caffeine.
Oh yeah, no, see, I'm the opposite. Even with my bedroom, my heat is set between 70 and 71 in the real ice cold to take the chill out of just the air.
Hmm.
But my bedroom window has to be open even during the blizzard. My bedroom window was open the entire way, the whole way open.
Well,
My
you have that.
blanket has to be ice cold.
What kind of heat do you have?
I have gas heat,
Yeah,
baseboard.
you have very good heat. I have electric. It's like hit or miss.
Mm, yeah.
So
I mean, I don't know. I prefer electric heat over the gas. The gas dry. It's dry heat.
mm,
It's a very dry heat, and
okay.
that it dries out your lungs. It dries out your eyes, your nose. Like
All right. I'd
I
rather
don't
have
like
that than no
any of
heat.
them.
But all right.
Well,
So
yeah,
like right now, my heat's on 70, and my feet are frozen to the floor. So clearly not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Although
you
today's
need
high
better
is like
slippers.
something dumb.
Yeah, but speaking of today's high, I actually did was looking a few hours ago um, while I was not sleeping. There's a day coming up I've seen, and it's not there anymore.
It's gone.
There was a day that was supposed to be 62 next week,
Yeah,
and it's.
you
Oh,
you were
no, it's
sleeping.
still there. I'm
You were
looking at the
sleeping. It's called
wrong
a dream.
side. It's Monday.
Oh,
Monday's supposed to be 62.
and sunny or rain?
Um, 62. It says rain in the middle of the night, but by the time, yeah, 3:30 a.m., rain stops.
All right, cool. Anyway,
So
on to
yeah, it's
men's
supposed to
work.
be a nice day.
How can we relate this to men's work? Oh, I got it.
Go
Right
ahead.
now it is frozen and snowy and disgusting, and it's going to start warming up. It is springtime. It is time for new life right here. So if you are a man who is trying to come out of hibernation, get out of his winter, find that new life, that sprout, that new sprout, whatever you want to call it. Uh, Come check out Northman Coaching School, Skool. We will help you break through, break out of that ground, and become the man that you want to become this spring to make 2026 the most incredible year of your life until 2027, and that will be the new most incredible year of your life.
Sure. And we'll put the website in the description because
Website
searching
link, all
Northman
that good
Coaching
stuff.
School is very difficult. So everything will be in the description.
Not that
Um,
difficult.
but yeah, I think
It's
a
only
lot
hard
of
for
men just
TikTok.
don't understand how difficult. Well, no, I mean going into school itself and trying to
Is it hard?
search
I don't even.
Northman
Okay.
Coaching. It's hard to find. Well, that's what everybody's told me. I've never actually tried to type in Northman Coaching. I'm
Okay.
signed into school on everything, so I just
Got it. Okay.
signed into Northman Coaching, so I don't know. But yeah, anyways, it's so difficult for a lot of guys to think that they're not in the best years of their life, or maybe they think that they're having the best years of their life. But you know, all it takes is one wrong thing to happen in life, and men have a habit of crumbling because their foundation's not built on any type of strength. It's not doesn't have that Reebok age inside of it. It's not built to last. And it's just a fact. A lot of men build relationships based off of build their lives and foundations off the relationships that they're in. All it takes is for one wrong thing to happen, woman to leave, woman to cheat, infidelity. It doesn't matter. There's so many things that men build foundations on that are so shaky, so shaky. And if I could say something back to the happily married man that had a great career and really enjoyed life, if I could go back and say one thing to that guy, I would tell that guy to join a brotherhood and start doing men's work.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually go back and really tell him that he didn't have a foundation, that he was standing on shakable ground, and that all it was going to take was one wrong thing to go wrong. And sometimes in life, uh, many things go wrong.
Yeah.
I was actually just watching. I've been watching different books on the Bible all throughout the night, and one of which was just Elijah and Ezekiel, and man, to see some of the things that they went through. But the difference was back then those guys were built with biblical masculinity, and it really existed in such a strong way. So their foundations didn't get broken. They were unshakable men,
Mm-hmm.
and it's such an amazing thing. And then I think to myself, like, wow, okay, so I went through an ordeal like these guys did. I got hurt. I lost my career. I lost a lot of what I had. Then I lost my arm. Then I lost my marriage. My foundation was gone. Like you might as well came along with 10 groups of guys with jackhammers and broke my foundation apart.
Came in like a wrecking
My
ball.
foundation was yeah, right. What's her face? Yeah, she
Yeah. I
definitely
don't even
came
know
in
her
with
name
a
now.
wrecking ball.
That chick.
Um, yeah, that one.
So
She definitely came in, but that's one thing I'd go back and tell myself, even though I made good money and I supported my family and I thought that I had a good relationship with my children. I thought I did good as a husband, as a dad, and balanced things. I didn't. I didn't. And when that time comes that you do actually crack,
mm-hmm.
the best thing in the world you can do is found a brotherhood like
Yeah,
ours.
absolutely.
And we will walk shoulder to shoulder with you and help you build brick by brick. There, this is not that group of guys that you hang out with at the bar that tell you your girlfriend's a piece of shit or your wife sucks and that everything you do is right. No, we'll help you understand accountability, and we're the issues are that lie in yourself. Most men don't have accountability when it comes to themselves. Most men don't understand that the situations that surround their life are mostly because of what they allow themselves to do and say and live.
Their standards. So, back to what you're saying earlier about the best times of your life. Like that makes me think about tonight because tonight we have our perspective meeting, and that's how you see the week moving forward. And if I look backwards, like before I started the work, like I was actually talking to a good friend of mine the other day, and we haven't seen each other in years. But 20 years ago, we used to hang out all the time. We worked together. We, did dumb adult things together, and I was telling him, I miss those days. Those were some of the best times of my life. They were a lot of fun, but there was no foundation in that fun. In that, I mean, I'm no longer with my wife. He's no longer with his wife. We've both moved on, moved up in the world, in our careers, and just in general. But those were some of the best times of my life, some of the best experiences I've had. But once you start putting the men's work in, then your foundation grows. But also, you can still have bad days. I still have days that are not great. But I think that we have a chat. $20 says Joel. Morning,
Good
boys.
morning,
Yeah,
Joel.
it's Shuffler. Look at that. Good morning, Mr.
Good morning,
Shuffler.
Cliff.
But with perspective,
everybody still has their bad days.
Yeah, of course. But with your perspective,
Everybody still
you can
has them.
take that bad moment or bad day and draw it out all week if you want.
Yeah,
Or you're gonna say, you know what, something bad just happened. Okay, let me deal. And the way I see the week moving forward, it's gonna be excellent.
Right, but see, that's the thing. It's a perspective, right?
Yeah.
It's how you actually see things. I could
Mhm.
say that I'm going to have an extremely difficult week. Um, I'm in terrible pain from losing my arm. I deal with that day in and day out. I deal with lack of sleep consistently.
Mhm.
But my perspective is not that pain. My perspective does not break down to the sleep that I'm lacking. It breaks down to the men's work and all the things that actually hold my foundation up now. And that's what changed my life. That's what holds my perspective strong. Instead of sitting around like I would back in the day, and I would have been like, wow, I can't deal with this pain. I can't manage the fact that I'm not sleeping. I'm running around and bothering my kids and bothering my wife. I'm driving the world nuts with all my whines and aches and complaints and everything else. And look, without a doubt, if you've been in a situation like me, sometimes you get that right to whine and complain, right? But let me tell you, pick the right person to whine and complain to, because if you whine and complain to your wife and your kids, they're not going to stick around for very long to listen. If you got a brotherhood, though, go ahead.
Cliff said you're not having a bad day. You're having a character building day, which is absolute truth.
Yeah, I like that. I like that, Cliff. It is a character building day. That's true.
You take that badness, that bad day, that pain, and you let it build who you want to be.
It's all perspective, right? That's what it all breaks down to. It's the perspective that you look at going through your week. And that's why we start our week off with the perspectives meeting. That's why it's so important.
So that perspective meeting is, when is that again?
That is at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Yes,
in
sir.
Northman Coaching School. And like I said last night, for anybody that wasn't watching the podcast, you get your first 7 days for free. And you can start tonight and you can see what our whole school is about. You'll have all 4 meetings for the week for free. And trust me, you'll end up sticking around once the week is over. But just so you know, anyways, it's 84 cents a day. If you pay annually, it's 54 cents a day. It's so worth it. If you don't think that you're worth the cup of coffee that's in my glass right now, then I feel really bad for you if you don't. It's more what?
I'm worth far more than that cup of coffee.
Yeah. If you don't think you're worth more than this, then that's a terrible thing. That's a real terrible thing. So come and check us out. You get the whole week for free to see what it's like to actually stop building the man that you could be in 2026.
Absolutely. So what's your week look like this week? What do you got going on besides Perspective Tonight and our other meetings? What do you have personally or business-wise or whatever?
Let's see, what do I have going on this week? So, well, I got a couple of doctor's appointments this week. But, this week is kind of focused on the things going on with church.
Okay.
I have a meeting at church tomorrow night, actually. Our doctor's appointment today, good church. And then we got Wednesday. We have our application and bridge meeting on Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
which which is important. Wednesday, it's your midweek. It's your breakdown point of the week. It's when men start to kind of fall off track, and we have our meeting to keep you right on that track and how you're going to bridge over that week so that you can finish out strong. And then Thursday, we have our motivated men's group. Thursday is our big group. Thursday is the group that saved my life. So Thursday night is anywhere from an hour to 2 hour group with great men all the way from 22 to I think just on the late end of 60s, if not beginning of 70s. I might get a kick for that one.
No, I think you're right. For the
Later,
Thursday,
we'll see.
there's a gentleman in his 70s.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, from 22 to 70s. So there's a great group of men, and we get in there and we get deep. It is Fight Club, man. Nothing leaves these groups. Everything's personal. Nobody talks about it. It's a place that you can go and you can be safe and you can discuss whatever it needs that you need to discuss. But you're also going to be in there learning things. You're also going to character build in there. You're going to learn values. You're going to learn how to build the foundation. Then Friday, our end of the week is our RAG meeting. It's reflections, accountability, and gratitude. Um, your reflections on the week, of course, you need to take accountability. It's one of the things that you need to learn. You learn it in men's work. You will learn it with us. And gratitude is so important. You need to be grateful. If you just look at the worst things or the bad things or the tough things in life, then that's what you're going to get. That's all you're going to get in life. That's all you're going to see out of life. So
Truth.
gratitude is major for us. That's the rest of our week, and then of course, church on Sunday, podcast
Excellent.
Sunday night.
This week, besides all those meetings, I have 3 weeks of back to Bible study tomorrow. Can't wait. From the snow.
You're in trouble.
Yeah,
Oh,
you good.
jeez, that's right.
I
I
have,
got
I have
2
to read
weeks
the whole
back to
Bible
back
front to
too.
back and recite it and know what it's about. Not really.
You're in trouble.
And then I have a client intake this week, and I also am going to re-budget myself financially and
Phew.
what's the word? Time. I'm going to re-budget my time. Is there a better word for that?
No,
Uh,
I think that's probably the best way to say it.
yes.
Rebudget your time, yeah.
So I figured that if since we talked yesterday about how I struggle with time, that I'm going to budget it so that everything is locked in on a schedule. Will I follow it? That's the goal for the most part. I don't like being told what to do even by myself, but I will do the best I can to budget my time, budget my finances, and get the meetings done and the intake. And we also have the round 2 of your of the, what do you call it?
Yeah, the alignment, man.
The alignment
Yeah, we had the
dry run.
round of the second week of alignment, man. Yeah, I have my. You made me forget about that after the snowstorm. I also have the church group, my church
Mm.
group as well, tomorrow. And yes, I'm sure
So
that's going to be a lot of catching up too. And one of the guys that runs that group is on vacation, so we'll
gotcha.
see how that goes. Yeah, it's going to be a lot to build on too. But
All
hey,
right.
I think that's great. I think it's important, guys. We'd like to come on and kind of have our coffee and brotherhood talk with you guys, but the point is for you guys to walk away and understand the importance of actually having a real brotherhood. Um, we not only stand on our brotherhood and work together with Northman coaching, but we also put the work in with our church, and we have meetings with our church as well. No, it's not something that everybody has to do. That's just our dedication to God. That's our choice. But what we're telling you is, you need a brotherhood, man. You need to build a foundation, have strong values, and be able to stand on your own 2 feet. And just about every man that I look at out there as they walk around in life on a day-to-day basis, I know doesn't actually have it. And it breaks my heart to think that. But for any of you guys watching, come and visit northmancoaching.com. You can go to resources, go to the Brotherhood School. If you are looking for one-on-one coaching, you
Hold
can
that thought
go
before
on.
you go anymore.
Okay.
Cliff said, ever heard of Jordan Peterson? He talks about making a damn schedule. I've heard of Jordan Peterson. While AJ finishes up, if you can answer in the chat where, I would love to listen to that or read that before I start making my damn schedule. Thank you, Cliff. I appreciate you. All right, one-on-one coaching. Back to that. Sorry, brother.
So you can, if you are looking for one-on-one coaching, Gary does have one slot left open. Like he said, he's got another coaching call this week to deal with as well. So you can go on. There's a 60-minute free coaching call. You get to sit down, spend that 60 minutes kind of delving into what's going on in your life and make some decisions on whether or not you want to start working on yourself and rebuilding yourself and see where your life can go, possibly save your marriage, but if not, you're going to save yourself. And
Morning,
that's the
Joel.
important part. The other thing, if you are in the first 30 days of divorce, you can go on and download the free ebook, which is the first 30 days of divorce that my partner over here wrote himself. So go on northmancoaching.com, download that first 30-day ebook, and go to school, guys. Go to school.
Go to
That's
school.
what I can say. Go to school.
I used to hate
Go to
that word. I used to hate that phrase back when I was a kid.
northmancoaching.com. Yeah, go to resources, go to the Brotherhood School. Yeah, I think we all hated the idea of it, right? But that's such a funny thing to think about, right? What did your parents always tell you? You got to go to school, you got to learn, because if you don't learn and you don't keep learning, then what? Then you're going to be dumb, right? It's plain and simple. That's how our parents put it. You want to be dumb, play around and don't go to school, you know?
Yep, pretty much. All right, but we're at a 22-minute mark. We're supposed to cut this at 10.
Okay.
So,
hey, you're the one that kept talking.
I know coffee's run through me. I gotta take care of business. So
go do that, brother.
I'm gonna do that. So, gentlemen, have a wonderful day.
Have a great day, guys.
Check out our school. Check out everything we're doing. Join us. Don't join us. It's up to you. It's your world. But check it out. Pretty cool what we got going on. So have a good one, guys.
Have a good night, guys. Have a good day, guys.
Morning.